That was a very interesting phone call, but we're back, and I know it's gonna be broken into two videos now, but that's okay. Let's continue on and see where we were at. So it does call the callback. I wonder. Let me just make sure this is saved. So raise an exception, execute for. So it doesn't seem to be mocked. I don't know why. It seems like it should work. I don't like that idea that it's not working. So if we do, it's just like I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Yeah, it's sure enough calling in that. I just don't like the idea of it not working. So let's put this back up here. And remove this. So that doesn't even work. So if we undo all this, go back to what it was. It almost seems like it shouldn't have worked in the first place. It didn't. It seemed like it worked because it's out of order. Let's test. Oh, weird. Yeah, it's a random fail. Ah, those are the worst. Random fail. So we could do this. Battle start link. Battle terminating. Bad cast execute for execute. I'll call this this. Bad cast. So it's saying that command data, that should still handle that. I think it was because this is nil, but what's the problem here? Dev cast, init state, new state, it should be okay. Command ID, player command data. Darn, that's brutal. Bad cast. So if we go back to here, we don't start this link. It looks like it's still going to try to send it to battle, but it shouldn't. It should handle. It'll do this. Argument error. If we do this, and maybe we do have to in the end change this def execute. So that seems to be promising. There, so let's just roll with that. Seems a little janky, but what we can do is say debug command data is nil, and we'll do for command ID for now. That should keep the test passing. Are you kidding? Oh. Import logger. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now we have def cast for player connect, unit move to. So now what we need to do is we have our player unit. I think we'll be okay as if we do I think I want to store this here. Initial state might create like a bunch of units, unit IDs. Now we're going to need to store these units somewhere. So vi lib name server. We have models. So we can say battle unit ex def module game server models battle unit and def struct id nil x position. Maybe we'll have the player ID nil x position nil y position nil and rotation nil. I think that's reasonable. Let's look at our unit move. Yeah, that'll do it. And then we'll have our, so we have our player, and we have our unit. We have our unit location, we have our player. So what we'll do, this will probably end up being a struct as well. So we'll call this fstruct, and we'll have a map now. We could do is in our player, we could have units, and that'll be a map. We know for now. And I think we just broke our compilation. Yes. Lib game server models. That'll match. Okay. Okay. Running low on time, but we're getting closer. So here we've got a map of our players. So when we go to player connect, for now, we're going to do our games. We're going to do map dot. Let's take a look at, make sure we have our. What we can do is we can do new state. Just thinking through this. What we probably need to do is we need to send our action back. So let's take a look at this. PI lib game server handler output player connected. Okay. I don't think we need this. Stream player connected. So we're going to send the command ID and player connected player ID. So we do need that. So I'm going to grab this. Just thinking through this. Okay, and we're going to alias player connected, and we're going to say connected player equals player connected, and player connected has an ID, right? Player ID. Player ID. We're just going to hard code it as a number right now. Actually, I think we can actually get away with player.id, which is probably null anyways. Okay, and then we're going to go to player connected, right, player socket connected player. And lastly, we're going to this might be an issue here. but we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, so, and now we're going to do a new state, and it's going to be map put new game state the player ID and player there. So that worked. Okay, so this may be our last moment to try this, and if this doesn't work right away, we're going to call it a day. So here, when we receive the player action, everything should be listening. I don't remember if I set it all up. So let's look here. Let's look at our playground. We're connected, unconnected, so we will get the connection. TCP socket connector. Our socket stream handler. So let's look at our core. I may not have enough time for this. I'm looking for socket stream handler. Injector, map value, stream handler, and let's see here, socket stream handler. We're going to need some stuff here. Our strategy map, Actually, I think we can do it this way. Inject or map value strategy map. And that's going to be a object factory. Yeah, we don't have enough time for this. Darn it. And this is going to be a, it's in the handler, I believe. Or IO, no. Input, lookup. Create instance, and this is going to be the reflect strategy map. Okay. And then I'm just going to map this value, which is the handler lookup. I think this one uses the nothing. Okay. Object factory. Create instance. Map handler lookup. And then injector map value stream handler object factory create instance socket stream handler. This has the connector, TCP connector, settings. We don't have the settings yet. Handler lookup, have that, strategy lookup, and we have our logger. So the only thing we need is our settings. Our settings. Application. Do we have application settings? We have that. So we'll call this map application settings. Implements map our application settings. And we're just going to make this real easy here. Return, what are we looking for here? Socket stream handler. So the connector, we can take this out of here. Oh no, we're fine. We can take it out of the playground. TCP connector. Okay. Get setting. We do here. Actually, we do if name equals. This is pretty janky, but I think if we do setting keys, socket host, return localhost, if the name equals setting keys, socket port, return 1237. Oops. And let's check here. Lib tasks start. That's okay. Starting with server. Lib name server socket server. Lib game server ex. Yeah, 1237. So mix lib server. So yeah, task. It's start. It's start. Right, it's game server. Now, one more thing that we don't have yet is our playground. We're going to inject our socket string handler. Socket string handler. Main handler. Start. Let's see if that does the trick. Okay. Run. Okay, injection settings, line 155. Injector value. Application settings. Object factory. Instance. Map application settings. And map application settings is, oops, it's missing a semicolon. 911. What? Oh, missing return. Consist setting 157. So out of time right now. Let that build. We're so close. We're just trying to get some logging out of it. And we did get any logging. Socket stream handler. Haven't heard this music in a while, have we? So socket stream handler. Connecting. So we didn't get this here, socket connected. Trace, socket connected. I'm going to kill that. And that died. I'm okay with that for now. Oh, you know why that died? Is we don't have the gen server started. vi lib game server, and we're going to need to do okay ID, and we're going to need to set up a supervision tree on this one. So this is game server battle start. Start link. Okay. So we did get the socket connected. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we'll get a crash this time, we don't know. So this one's still the same thing, binary to list, but we did get our socket connected. Some things are hooked up, running out of time. So to finish this tomorrow, we're getting really close. This is kind of exciting. Not even kind of, this is really exciting. And it looks like socket acceptor 42 here, when it received the data, I think it's actually receiving too much data. No, it should be fine. It should be a byte. Binary to list null. So looks like either the socket is null. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So that's it for the day. Happy coding. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll get this put together.